Anything? Nothing?
I still can't load it.
I can't see anything yet.
I mean, you're reaching the channel and you don't see anything, or
No, I just don't see your channel on there. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 channels on Dungeons and Dragons, but not your one, not our one.
Oh, I see what you mean.
And try the link for it.
Yeah, try that
Yeah.
one.
Oh, maybe I don't have enough left.
What was that?
Yeah, it might just be because I don't have the right version of Flash installed. Or don't have Flash installed at all, maybe. Still only 3 weeks old computer, so I might not have gotten around to installing Flash yet.
Just a minute.
So that's probably why. Can't see any video.
But do you see the status as live?
Oh, I think I find it now. Oh, not bloody advert.
Let me see.
But it wasn't shown on the Dungeons and Dragons game.
Yeah,
so
no,
on the
that's
Steam.
fine. Just want to see if we're broadcasting, and if we are, I can move on.
Yeah, it's working for me. I can see it.
Oh, you can see us. Great.
Yeah, I can see all the players here and stuff.
Oh, okay, great. So we can
cool.
start here. Great. Okay, so we're back. So on our last episode, anyone want to do the recap, or you want me to do it, or?
I'm comfortable with you doing it.
I think Brian should do it. He spoke up first.
I remember.
Yeah, I can do it again if you want. I don't mind.
Gladly.
Okay. Well, last time we were resting outside the destroyed city of Stoop Doop. Trying to figure out what to do, since we had lost the guide to get us across Dark Lake. And when we went back to the destroyed city to see if we could find any of the fish people that might have survived, so they could guide us, we ran across a few drow, just 2 I believe, and a dragonborn and a lizard man, that warned us that the drow was about to ambush us. So we killed the drow and were joined by Dayam and Skis, the dragonborn and lizard man. And we decided to try to head across Dark Lake, from what Skis knew about the direction, since he has previously crossed it. So we went out in our little canoe and makeshift raft, and Dayam paddled behind us on a mushroom. So after a while we were dragged by a current towards some deep wharf contraption that tried to capture us somehow, destroy our boats, and trap us all in a net. And we lost the raft and the mushroom, but we managed to shut it down before it destroyed the canoe. Which quite unlucky last time with our rolls. Really, really unlucky. But we managed to make it in the end. And then we made our way to a small island where a witch or a hag or something lived, that was supposed to be able to help us with directions from there. So we arrived there on the little island, with a nice house, with a cat out on the porch that greeted us as we approached it. Aske is saying to the witch inside that she had visitors. And Skis, who had shapeshifted into an alligator form, came up to the cat and made it run away. And that's pretty much where we ended it. With Skeet trying to curl up on the chair.
The
that
rocking
the-
chair.
Yeah, the rocking chair that the cat was on.
Okay, so Skish, you managed to try to wrap yourself around that rocking chair with all the planks of the porch squeaking under your crocodile weight, and inside you still hear the pots and the singing, the voice of an old lady or something like that. I'm gonna cook it and it's gonna be so tasty. And the cat is nowhere to be seen, and the door is ajar. I mean, it's slightly open. I think I've described the hut. It's a small hut. It looks like kind of an old English style summer a vacation. The place.
Victorian house.
Yeah, Victorian.
Yeah, exactly.
Style, yeah.
And that it is. I mean, you can the Dark Lake is all around you. You're kind of in the middle of it on this tiny island, and this hut looks really out of place. And this is it. What do you do?
Well, this is not the first time that someone is inviting me in something potentially dangerous, since we had a mind flayer that wanted to have us for dinner earlier. So I'll walk up to the door and knock on it and open it while knocking on it, so I can look inside.
Jim Jar sits on the porch and, well, we never learn. First time we got invited to dinner, we were trying to be, served as the main dish. What do you think it's gonna be different this time?
Well, they can't all want to eat us.
Yeah, they could do.
And you open the door and you see this crumpled old lady wearing rags. She's working on this wooden table, a tiny wooden table. There's a small contraption, half metallic, half wooden, with burning a small burning fire that comes out of it, and there's a pot on it bubbling, and she mixes herbs into this into the pot, and she doesn't look back, and she says, "Oh, come on in, I'm just preparing tea." I wasn't
go
expecting
on.
guests, but you're welcome anyway.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Vakil. But we had a bit of an accident, and we were hoping that you could maybe help us. We lost our boat.
I'd like to wander around into the backyard if I can, just around the house,
Okay.
if it's not too big.
Yeah, you can. It's a tiny hut. And she says, yes, of course, accidents happen. I bet they don't know. It was me who've built this trap. It brings me a lot of uninvited guests. Yes, this is how I call them, uninvited guests. Clever, very clever. Yes, so do come in. You go around the hut, and you can actually see her. As you go around, you see this old woman. She's very, very old. She looks 200. The only distinctive feature you can make out is her eyes, which are big and green, and very, very bright. And she kind of lifts her gaze as she mixes the herbs into the pot. Oh, the four-legged crocodile. Yes, Snookums said something about the crocodile, I think. You're invited
Okay,
too.
I'm gonna. Okay. Do I see anything unusual in the backyard?
You don't see any port or boat or anything that can be used to get out of here. So you're kind of wondering how she manages to,
Move around.
yeah.
Is Snookums back there?
You don't see him, and you actually wonder because you surrounded the hut and it looks too small for what you see from the window. Through the window you can see her. She's cooking something. You can see another room behind her with a door, but you think that the hut is too small for all this space inside.
So she's a Time Lord. A TARDIS.
Victorian era TARDIS cabin.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go in the back door. I'll stay close to it, but I'm gonna stay out in the backyard
Okay.
and act disinterested, but keep my eyes peeled for Snookums.
Okay. And she turns. Yeah.
I'm not trusting this at all. An old lady with a talking cat. I don't even have to cast a detect magic to know that there's some kind of magical story behind her ending up here, and I'm just trying to figure out how she's survived here. So I'm going to investigate kind of like the island. The size of the island would be a nice thing. How big is it? Is it a mile or is it 100 meters or?
No, it's tiny.
10
I mean, yeah, it's something like, I think we discussed this last time. It's something like 20 meters. All in all, it's very small. So it's
Okay,
basically
so-
the hut and this tiny strand of sand.
Okay, so I've kind of opened the door and I guess she's there and you've described her. This small area, yeah?
Yep.
And can I see her in the center, yeah?
Yes, you see her. She's not at the center. Imagine this square hut, and she's standing at the farthest part of it, near the window, stirring the water in a boiling pot. And she doesn't.
Okay.
She doesn't look back. She says, "Oh, you can come into scales and all."
Okay, so Vakel has entered, has he?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Skish is
Yeah.
outside.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Elias and Verendis kind
Obviously
of.
very wise. Okay, Skish has been very, very wise, but I think Vakel needs a bit of hand if this woman, obviously she's some witch. And, however, so, I beg your pardon, well met there. You must have been an adventurer once, but obviously, and I'm just going to lie to her. And, so you live here alone with your cat?
Oh yes, Snuckums. I don't like him so much. Fleas and all. But he's a good company, and I have to do something while I'm waiting for my husband to return. And at that point, you can hear the cat.
Okay.
You can hear the cat at the back door. He is not going to return. You know that old hag.
I laugh at the cat and wink at the cat. When we come to ladies' places, we usually want to know the lady's name. What is your name? I say, kind of
And
curiously.
she half turns around and she says, "Oh, you can call me Nanny. All the
You have no other name?
oh,
I already have a nanny.
well, the Quator who come here call me
dead.
Nanny Plunk.
Nanny Plum.
Plunk.
Okay.
Plunk.
Can I call you? Do you have any other names people call you?
Oh yes. my husband calls me in a lot of names, usually at night. But I don't think it's appropriate here.
Excuse me, I'm feeling rather sick. Okay. No. I'll call you Nanny Plum. If I should just call you Mrs. Plum.
Oh,
What do you do to eat parts? Is it good fishing, or do you like other sustenance? We know people that around these parts which can supply you with lots to eat.
oh, I'm having my share. I'm making a good soup. The Kuatoa come here and provide me with some, let's say, required ingredients. Yes. And then she says, "Oh, lucky they don't know I eat them all at the end. All the visitors, I just eat them. They come here. I don't know why, but eventually they end up, in my pot. But well, as long as they don't know that, everything is going to be fine. I just need to sit them to eat." And I have this pot with some tea you can drink, and then you hear the cat. This is, you don't want to drink that. It's obnoxious, disgusting tea.
How about I just no, cat, you are wrong. I shall have some of this tea, and because I am your guest. So why don't you pour me some tea, and we'll see how this goes.
Jeez.
I'll have some tea also, and
Oh
I'll
my.
find a chair to sit down.
I'm like to Vakel.
I won't drink any of it, but I say I'd
yeah.
like a cup of tea.
I'm to Vakel. Yeah, just make sure you're ready for anything, and keep Skeesh outside.
I'm gonna. If I hear them saying they're gonna drink the tea, I'm actually gonna back away towards the water.
Okay. So she turns around and says, "Yes, they always drink the tea eventually." And she pours the tea and serve it. Skeesh, at that point, you hear some noise coming from the back door, and the cat. When this old lady turns around to pour tea to Vakil and Dayam, the cat jumps on the ledge of the window, the edge of the window, and you can see that he's, in his palms, he's carrying this small glass jar, and the cat shakes it a little bit with his palms, and the jar falls. The lid falls off from the jar, and you think, you know what? Make a perception check, and I'll tell you what you think you see. All you two see, Vakil and Dayam, you see that the cat is playing with something on the ledge of the window. Skeesh, you're not sure, but something is moving on the ledge after the small glass jar fell. Something came out of it and starts, you're not sure if it's ants or cockroaches or whatever, but something is moving there on the ledge.
I would like to make a lot of noise. I don't know what noises exactly crocodiles make, but I imagine it's something like a hiss, and then I'll shake my body on the ground just to try and get their attention.
Okay. So when you do that, the cat kind of, he startles. He looks at you and says, "Oh, I didn't know.
I'm gonna snap at him with my big mouth. Clap, clap.
I didn't know I have company. Come. He starts, with his palm. He starts collecting whatever he was, whatever came out of the jar. And you think you can hear, please, save us.
Okay.
And to you, Vakil and Dayam, she says, "So what brings you to my small hut? How's the tea?"
Oh, well.
It's very good. I'll pretend to drink something, but just lift it up.
Okay.
And as I said, we had some trouble with our boat.
Oh,
Actually, I'm going for. Can I purchase a flask of you?
A flask of me? That's rude.
A flask from you. Kind of like, I don't know. Yeah. A
You want-
flask. Do you have a flask?
Yeah, of course I have
With
a
tea to
flask.
sip
I
with?
have a lot of flasks. And she turns around and opens this small cabin. And then she tells, she says, well, hopefully they won't see the extra dimensional portal I'm hiding here. And when she opens the small wooden doors, you can actually see, miles into this closet, and there are shelves everywhere with, millions of flasks with red liquid in them. You're almost sure it's blood. Rows of shelves with flasks, and she kind of searches there and finds one that is empty, and she closes the door and she says, oh, my personal bank, I'm gonna use it, but not today, not with these guys. They are too important for my private collection. And she hands
So
you an
is this a
empty
vial?
flask.
Is this a vial? Can I put it on my character sheet as a vial? Kind of.
Yeah, it's a vial, a flask, whatever.
So I flip a one gold piece and say, I think that's sufficient. I don't know whether you were spending that. And I kind of say, thank you. I'm sure this tea will come in use for
Oh,
my friends.
yes,
Uh,
yes.
but
And you are on a boat in the middle of this very big, dark lake. Why? You're heading for
dating, becoming. I thought you were dating men around this area. So we came and wanted to say, what is wrong, princess? I'm just lying. I'm just trying to
And
feel comfortable.
she blushes. Dating? Oh, but my husband. Well, wait. While I slip into something more comfortable. And she
Excellent.
trots out of the room into the back room where the cat heads off, and you can hear them arguing. And he says something like, they're not what they seem to be. And she said, oh, shut up, Fleabag. I'm having a date. And you hear her
Can I
throwing
go over to?
clothes.
Can I go over to that side of the house and see through the window? I will, right to the point of climbing up and putting my head.
And yes, you are, and you do that. You basically put your two palms on the side of the hut and peek into the window, and what you see is this magnificent hall filled with closets full of dresses and mirrors and makeup tables. And she obviously is slipped into this beautiful dress, and she's pouring all over herself with perfume, and she's putting makeup. And at some point she turns to the window and she looks straight at you like this, and then she pulls up lipstick, and then she looks, and she does like this, and the cat looks
all over.
yeah, and she looks straight into your eyes, and the cat he just sits there at the back, and he says, that's not a mirror, Nanny. And she said, oh, shut up, I look better than ever. And she
I
Does
turn
Go
to Vakil and say, do you have any ideas? Because I'm lost. I really just playing this by ear.
I think we should just keep her talking for now.
I don't know I can do that for that long if she's.
Uh,
I think that's the limit of
maybe
mine.
not try to suggest that go dating on a date. Try
Shall
not
we?
to do that.
My
Maybe steer the conversation in a different direction.
what you
Like have the other visitors here.
okay? So
It is-
what do you think she's going to do? She doesn't seem very. But what do you think she wants? She's obviously gonna eat us, maybe.
Yeah, capture us somehow.
Yes, that's not a good idea.
Let's try and look over at the ingredients that she had put in. If she have like the ingredients she put in the kettle, if we could identify some of it. Maybe some
Varendis.
nature or medicine or something.
Varendis is here.
Oh, so I guess I am an hour late.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We kind of
It's
expected
okay, you've come
it,
in at a
so-
really good time.
But that's kind of weird because like right now it's 20 o'clock, and usually we when we usually play it's 7 p.m. 19 o'clock. But we had daylight saving time, and so I thought it would be 20.
Yeah, it
We-
screwed everything up for me too. Daylight savings times is stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
Ido, Dayum wants to go outside, and he says I say Dayum goes out, and he says to Fikel, "Tell her I'll be right back. I just need to speak to Skeesh." And
Okay.
I tell her you think I've gone to get flowers for her. Or something.
Okay, so
Okay,
yeah,
I'll say that.
Kanan,
Um,
just to connect you to this wonderful scene. Basically, the guys went into the hut where the old woman or hag or whatever. She prepares tea. She invited everybody to tea, and basically DM asked her for a date. So she went to the back door to get dressed, and he kind of have second thoughts. I don't know why.
Just because she's old doesn't mean she doesn't need love.
And does she seem hostile at all, or?
No, she's pleasant. She's very pleasant.
She's very nice and has said that she wants to capture us or kill us, and that she was the one who put the contraption that we always spill into the water. She did say that.
Yeah, and she did say that everyone drinks the tea and she eats everybody, and she has an extra.
Eat, but
I thought she did at the
Yeah.
beginning. Yeah, she did when the she was talking about the what is it, Kuatua coming. to
Yeah,
visit. She
well,
eats them
yeah.
So why did she put the contraption there?
all to get visitors.
To get visitors. So, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes total sense.
So I want to follow the cat. So I'm just gonna try and wherever the cat goes, I want to go from outside the house and keep my eye on him. Does he that vial that he knocked over?
Mhm.
Where is it? Is it still in the window or is he carrying it?
No, so you can see that he's carrying it. Strangely enough, on his neck you can see this black leather strap, and the vial is over there.
Okay.
But as you kind of latch into the window, you can hear this tiny psst, psst.
I'm gonna look.
And as you look, at the corner of your eye, you see this itsy bitsy man, this tiny humanoid figure, kind of struggling to stay on the ledge. He's very sweating, and when I'm saying tiny, it's like the size, half the size of your eye. Tiny man.
Okay.
And you can hear this tiny whisper, "Please, you gotta free us. They're mad. The cat, the old lady. You won't believe the things they do to us. My family,
Can I help? Go ahead.
my family. They have my family."
Can I help him onto my paw? Like, can I put it over so he can climb onto it?
So in your crocodile form, that might be a little bit
Can I?
hard. Yeah.
Can I lick him into my mouth like an ant and not kill him? Just hold him in my mouth.
You tell me. We can.
I just figured like the sticky tongue, he might stick to my tongue, and then I'll just pull him out of the house and spit him out. He won't like it.
We can try that, and maybe you should roll for, I don't know, dexterity or something like that, just to make sure you don't bite him by accident. And as long as you don't roll
What do you want
one,
me to roll?
roll your dexterity.
Okay, so just a d20.
Yeah, and just
Okay.
don't roll one.
Fingers crossed. Yes.
So you kind of pass your tongue, and you as he vanishes into your mouth, and you
Okay,
hear
then-
the old lady. She says, "Snuckums, where's the mirror? The mirror did something very strange right now." And he answers, "What did the mirror do?" She licked and disappeared. And he says, "You're crazy." And that's it.
So mouth open so he doesn't drown in my mouth. I'm gonna run to the front of the house. Verendis, are you in the house or are you outside?
Whereas everybody else is Vakil outside or inside the house?
I'm the only one inside right now.
The only one inside. Well, I would think I would have stayed with him, so I guess I'm on the inside. Then.
Okay, so I see Dale out front then.
Liam, is that you making all
He's
the
making
noise?
popcorn. You're making popcorn.
Oh my god.
We need popcorn.
Yeah. So
I'm making popcorn.
Are you out front?
I've just come outside and I'm looking around for any dead flowers or anything like this.
Okay, so I'll come running around the front of the house with my crocodile mouth open, and I'm gonna spit the little guy out at your feet.
I'm gonna go, and then I'm gonna go, "Shit, it's crocodile."
So I'll spit the little man out at Daem's feet.
As I go to punch you, I kind of like catch one of the little men in my hand. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
And then I'm gonna go back to the window.
So you see this tiny man in a puddle of spit, and he lies there and he says, "Oh, the horror, the horror."
Poor guy.
Are you dying?
I'm not sure. Am I? And he kind of swims in a puddle of goo.
Yes, I think you are. So long.
So tell me everything you know before you die.
I'm assuming this woman has done this to you.
No, the woman. She's a sweetheart. It was the cat.
Oh,
wanted to eat that
interesting.
cat.
He,
Thank you for telling me that. Now you're free to go. Explore the Underdark in your tiny self.
Awesome.
But my family, you must help me save them. The cat, he has them on his neck. Please.
Maybe you should hide from the cat before it eats you as well. Okay. That requires some thought, but I'm sure if we can't help them, then we'll help you prepare funeral arrangements. But we will try our best. Okay, you have my word on it, little man.
Vakil, or Skish, you turn back and look through the window, and you can see both the cat and the old woman now dressed, perfumed, and with makeup. They enter the main chamber, and she looks at you, Vakil, and kind of confused. And oh, where did the handsome guy go?
He went outside to pick some flowers for you.
Oh, I really hope my husband won't return, but and the cat says he will never return, old woman. He's gone for nearly 50 years. There's no way he's gonna return, especially not to you. And she looks at the cat and says, "Shut up, Fleabag."
You mentioned that you had other visitors.
Yes,
Did anybody happen to leave behind a boat, maybe, that we could buy from you?
Oh, they usually come and ask me to open the portal to the other side of the Dark Lake. I usually agree.
Oh. Well,
Bingo.
that might be helpful. And where does this portal open? Is it near the Deep Gnome City, perhaps?
Oh, no. It opens near the Earth End Spelosa. I'll spell it because I'm making a mess of it. Earth. Whoops. It's Earth and Spelosa. Yes. It's an inn, a very popular one. I'm at least this is what I'm told. And the cat says, "Yes, your husband is probably there, enjoying beer and women and games, while you are rotting in
This-
this place."
Hmm.
She throws
this
a cushion
inn, is that-
on him.
Yeah. This inn, is it in a city?
No, it belongs to an Earth Genasi. They keep the place neutral for all races of the Underdark, and it's a very good place to rest and get some equipment and contacts. It's a very peaceful place. I would go there myself, but I can't leave the house because I'm waiting for my husband.
Of course, yeah.
Are you feeling
And would
sleepy?
you yes, a little.
Good. You
The tea was very nice, yes.
yes, it does
but
that. It
did
makes
make
you
me a bit
sleepy.
drowsy.
Yeah, drowsy, and then
Oh.
I can eat you. But
Yeah, I'll try to like yawn, yawn,
oh yes, yes.
and yes.
So maybe
But I
after
think I'll wait a bit.
yes,
I,
yes.
I won't sleep right now. But would you be willing to make a portal for us?
You want me to make up with what? With you? With
Create a portal
Ooh.
to this Earth End Spelosa.
yes, I can do that, but I first want my promised date, and then I'll give you some more tea. You'll fall asleep. I will eat you all, and then maybe the dragonborn, the handsome dragonborn. Maybe I will open a portal for him.
Okay.
Can I climb into her bedroom window? I don't say that often.
Yes, you can.
You don't.
Don't tell my wife.
And yeah, you can do that. No problem. So basically, the
Okay.
window just slides open and you can crawl inside.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be quiet, but anything interesting that smash. Do I see anything interesting?
So you guys hear this awful noise of crunching and thuds and breaking glass and an eventual, something falls on the floor at the other room. The cat kind of lifts his head and says, "I'll go to have a look." And she babbles.
Oh, here we go.
And she babbles about Verandis. She looks at you. "Oh, an elf! I haven't seen an elf in years. I mean, I've tasted elf just a while ago, but I haven't seen one in years. How do you taste? How do you do you come here a lot?"
No, not particularly often. I try to stay out of the Underdark for most of the time.
Yes, in the Underdark is very dangerous. You come here and people always try to maybe eat you or maybe kill you or do all kinds of nasty things to strangers. But not here. You're perfectly safe here. As long as you'll drink my tea, everything is going to be fine. And she approaches with a pot.
I wonder if she's telling the truth.
And
Drink the tea. Don't get eaten by the cat.
And Skish, as you
I-
kind of wonder, please continue. Verandis.
I pour a cup, but I don't drink it. I'm like smelling it, and I'm like,
Oh yeah,
it's a little bit hot still, but
yeah.
it
That's
smells nice.
fine. They all pretend to drink it. They don't realize it's all in the fumes. And and Skish, you as you kind of you're checking the room, checking the drawers. You see a lot of chests and mirrors and dresses. You suddenly hear this voice saying, I once belonged to a very important man. And you can see the cat kind of looks at you, big yellow eyes, tail twitching.
Uh-oh. How close is he?
The cat?
Yep.
Oh no, he's next to the door, just sitting, looking at you with the vial, kind of
How many feet away is that?
I don't know, something like 20 feet.
Oh, I can move 20 feet.
Yeah, he called me
Kind of
Milton.
want to. Okay.
I don't
I'll
like.
just
yeah.
slowly walk towards him.
Toward the cat.
Yeah,
Okay.
slowly. I'm not charging him. I'm just gonna like slowly walk over and sniff the ground. Like,
Yeah, and he looks at you and says, "Oh, closer."
okay, let's get this over with. As close as I can get to him, I guess. I don't want to bite his scrawny little head off.
And while you are approaching, he says, "I don't like the name Snuckums. It's without dignity to a cat in my statue. Don't you think?"
I'll if I can, I'll nod my head in agreement.
Dame, what's up with you in the meantime?
I've got an idea, and I'm going to kind of find some flowers. I think I'm going to find some flowers.
So
if
you
I
you
can't
basically you find some this huge glowing mushroom. You're familiar with it. It has this thick stump and a purple cap, and if you hit the cap, it glows. So that's kind of
Is it like a flower? Is it like date material? Could I give it to a woman?
yeah, you
Or
can.
her to
An
admire?
underdark woman that can do the trick.
Okay, it's
Probably
not
hard
dangerous.
to find flowers in a
Yeah.
cave.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, I can. I'm not too fussed about that. Don't actually need to find a flower. Just want to find a flower. So that's what I'm doing, and then I'll get ready and just stand by the door and kind of not wait too long, but kind of listen to what's going on inside. Hopefully, maybe I can keep my ear to the door.
So you can hear her asking Vakil. She says, "You have this quiet friend next to you," and she points at Elliot. Actually, he's somewhere in the shadows, probably. But she still says that you have this quiet friend, and he's carrying something very valuable. Might I have a look?
What's that that he's carrying that's so
Oh,
valuable?
it's a crystal ball.
Oh, a crystal ball? I didn't know he had that.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
And she says,
I know,
it's,
yeah.
it's a small trinket, but it could be very interesting." And at that point, Skish and the cats are kind of in a head-on. And at that point, the cat kind of goes wide-eyed and says, "Oops, she's gonna look for her husband. Very bad." And he looks at you, Skish, and he tells you, "Hold that thought." And he kind of backs up and jumps on the table in front of all of you, Verendis, Vakil, and the old lady, and he says, "So, a portal, is it? You want a portal, right? Yes, this could be arranged.
Okay. Yes, we do want a portal.
Yes, well, without further ado, and he looks at the old lady and says, "Can you please hurry it up? I mean, we don't want these very respectful guests to wait." She looks at him and says, "What's the hurry?" And he kind of, you see, he's kind of lost in thought. He scratches here, he scratches there. And he looks at her and he tells her, "Hold that thought." And he runs back to the room and looks you in the eye, Skish, and he says, "Yes, where were we?"
I'm just gonna open my mouth up really wide and like try and push him back out the room. So, like, just edge towards him. I'm not gonna try and bite him. Just want to see what he's gonna do.
So he kind of steps back and he lifts his head, and he, with his palm, he's trying to flip the small vial he has on his neck. But since you are, trying to see what he's gonna do, you get the option to react to it. Do you allow it to flip it, or do you do something else?
No, I'm gonna bite him. I'm gonna attack.
Roll for it
And swallow him whole to
Yeah.
rescue all the tiny people.
Yeah,
And-
I'm hopefully not gonna bite the little glass thing, but I'm not taking any chances. I'm just biting. Oh, for crying out loud! Odin's great grease.
No, that was a 1d10. You need to roll an attack.
Yeah, that was it. Oh wait, that's a D10.
Yes,
Yay!
Yeah, yeah.
Never mind.
No, attack.
Try that one. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, and everybody, you at that point you hear this very familiar and more thuds and scratches and hisses, and at that point the old lady kind of, she straighten up, and she's bursting in, she's running to the other room, kicking the door. And at that point, Skish and the cat are kind of, all mixed up together. And she screams, "What the hell are you doing to that poor crocodile? Release him!"
Oh shit.
I'm
I'm gonna make as big a mess as possible.
I need
Smash everything.
I need you to roll damage. Do it. Roll that 1d10 plus 2 twice.
Yeah, that's the twice. Okay.
Yeah, so one for the cat, one for the room. Oh my god. Twice one?
Wow.
Amazing.
I'm not sure about this random rolling thing.
Well,
Yeah.
Go get my dice.
the second one was a D20.
What?
All
How is
right.
that possible? Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're making a mess.
Come on. It's
Oh.
better.
Yeah, that's better. So
Okay, I see. I see what's happening. Never mind.
okay, so you kind of latch onto the cat, and it latches onto you, and everybody, the door is open. You can actually see the crocodile and the cat kind of fighting and scratching and biting each other. But with your tail, you're kind of breaking off everything in the room, the closets, the dresses, and the hag, she flips. "No, what are you doing? My clothes, my husband!" And she kind of, she runs to the middle of the room, and she tries to grab all the clothes, all the things that fall, the makeup, everything, and everything is a mess. You both are perfumed now, with glasses falling all over you and dresses everywhere. And at that point, the small vial on the cat's neck falls, rolls on the floor, and crashes against the wall. And at that point, two things happen. One, a woman and 3 kids kind of inflate into their real size. They're kind of lying there in the middle of all the mess you're making. They look completely lost. You hear another from outside, where the tiny man Dayam rescued and Skish rescued kind of appears. And then you hear this mighty knock on the door. Woman, what are you being up to? Boom, 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 open the door. And actually, Verendis, you're the closest to the door, and you can actually see it kind of shakes in its frame. What do you do?
Can I disengage with the cat and interpose myself between it and the woman and children?
Yes, you can.
I can go sideways and turn my head if it's a space issue.
Yes. So the cat kind of shouts, "My experiment! My experiment!" And he kind of looks. You can see that he's looking onto where the vial has broken. The cap is still there, and you can identify a strange rune glowing on the cap. You didn't see it before, but you see it now. You think he's gonna run to get it. What do? The knock on the door kind of threatens to break it. Woman, open the door. I'm hearing voices. Man.
Where's this knocking?
What? Can you repeat that?
Which door is it that's been banged on?
The door from outside.
The front of the door.
Yep.
Yeah, the front door.
I've got my ear to that door.
DM was at the front door.
Oh, I thought you got in. Sorry.
No, I've got my ear to the door.
Okay. So
I'm standing with my ear.
okay.
Like,
Someone standing right next to you.
So you're standing. Okay. So you're standing with flowers at the
I'm
front
standing
door,
outside the front
and
door.
and you see this.
Oh no, you're a student.
Huge troll. I mean, when I'm saying huge, it's kind of the Hulk looms over, and it kind of puffs into existence. You're not sure where he was before or where did he came from. He just inflates before you, and he looks at you, holding the flowers, and he looks at the door, and he hears the mess inside with people shouting and screaming, and he kind of woman, and he looks at you and kind of.
Okay.
I'm
I
counting till 10, and then I'm breaking the door. 3, 1,
3.
I'll
7.
open the door.
What?
I'm sticking this.
I'm opening the door and with my axe.
And you open the door, and his fist kind of lunges forward, and you kind of see, it's like this scene in Star Wars where we see the ship kind of flies on top. So these massive fists kind of flies over your head, and this huge creature it enters the room, and then looks at the mess with Skish on the floor, the old woman on the floor. You all wear makeup, dresses, and perfume is everywhere. And he looks at her and says, "Woman, what have you been up to, you old hag?" And
Can I scoop up the cap in my mouth while
yes.
they're distracted by that?
You know what? Yes, you can do it with do a roll for an attack and with an advantage, because the creature is wide-eyed and kind of trying to make himself as small as possible. Oh my
Just roll.
god!
Yes,
Yes.
finally a good roll.
Yeah. So the cat is in your mouth.
Oh, not the cat. Sorry, the cap.
Oh, the cap.
Cap of that he was going for.
Okay, yeah. So the cap is yours. Let me see if he actually gets. Oh no. Okay, so the cap is in your mouth. It kind of feels hot, and it burns your tongue where the rune hits your, the back of your mouth. So it's kind of.
Okay.
And
Can I keep it in my mouth, or is it too hot to hold?
so it's you decide. You can hold it, but it's like hot soup. So everybody has its own
Okay.
trick to drink hot soup. So whatever
Okay,
works for you.
partially open.
And at that point, I need you all to make initiative rolls because the troll flips. I'm gonna eat you all, kill you all, squeeze you all, and hang you to dry on my wall. And she screams, "No, but I was waiting for so many years." And he says, "There's a dragonborn with flowers at the door. And a crocodile here, and a half-orc, and an elf. What were you thinking? One is not enough."
Oh, jeez. Dirty.
Okay, so I have Arendis, Vakil, Brian. I'm missing Dayam, right?
Yep.
Dayam's roll and the
Yes.
troll's roll.
Remember to open the turn order.
Oh, right. You need me to do something about it.
Well,
Sploop.
Hmm.
Right, and I can arrange it somehow.
yeah.
Okay,
And remove Avir
yeah,
from it.
right now. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, just
I'll say just before we start, as we're getting into this combat, don't kill anybody. This is probably the husband, and we need them alive. Not that I think we can kill a troll, but hey, you never know.
Okay, so Skish, apparently you're the first. What do you do?
So, does the woman and the kids, do they have a way out? Like, could they get out a window? Or is there a way that I could make it so that they've got a clear way out?
So the window is too small, but the hat is made of, very light wood, so you can probably bash an opening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's somewhere that the safest place I can find where they'd be in the least amount of danger. I'm gonna just smash.
Okay. So yeah, you easily manage with your current shape. You just bash an opening below the window, and the woman and the kids, immediately understand what's going on and try to squeeze their way out of it. And you can hear the cat, "No, my minions."
While I'm doing that, can I spit the lid out outside? Just kind of. I don't want him to see me doing it. If I have an opportunity, I'm just gonna spit it out.
Okay, you do. And as you do
Okay.
that, the cat immediately, sees the lid, flies, and runs toward it.
Oh shit!
Anything else you want to do?
I think that'd probably be my whole round.
Great. Verendis, what are you doing? You see this huge troll. A
Would my
half-orc,
character know
a
anything
dragonborn,
about-
a crocodile, and another lady. As he looks at you, Verendis.
What? Would my character know anything about creating portals? I mean, how long it would take? Are there
That's a really
special-
good idea. Choice.
To create a portal?
Right, we could put,
No, I probably can't do it myself, but do I know if it takes a long time or if there are special?
No, some portals
Special-
open, with the flick of the wrist. Some require a ritual. You're not sure, but it can go either way.
Okay. I'm definitely trying to follow them outside then. And I don't think I wanna shoot anyone actually. I just follow them outside. And I say to the hack, well, now would be a good time for the portal, I think.
And okay, so you follow who out? The kids and the woman?
Yep.
Okay. So as you rush outside, you know, kind of behind the kids and the woman. You say to the hag, you whisper to her, tell her about the portal, and she looks at you wide-eyed, and she kind of, he's gonna kill us all. You're aware of that, right? And she says, maybe calm him down, and then I'll do anything you say. Just calm him down. And she kind of looks at her husband and says, no, but you don't understand. First the half-orc, he said they're stuck, and then the dragonborn, he told me that he wants a date. And the troll, a date! And he turns around toward Dayam.
And they have died.
Okay, so that was Verendis, and yes, now it's the hag's turn. She runs to the. She doesn't run. She looks at Yuvakil and kind of points to the pot. The tea. We can sedate him. You all drank from it, right? So come on, give me the pot. I'll spill it on him. He'll be asleep like a baby. And at that point, the troll tries to smack Dayam, who still holds the flowers.
Oh no! Can I do? I've got awesome. Yeah,
I'm
no,
listening.
go ahead. You can smack me. No, sure head. 'Cause it's not my turn, is it?
Okay, so I need your AC.
My AC is 15.
15. So the first, so he kind of tries to make 3 attacks. One with this part of the hand, the other one with this part of the hand, and then a shove. Okay, so it's kind of. So the first flap just goes over your head and smacks into a wall, breaking it to pieces. The second slap actually goes in, and you take. Wait. That's actually 14 points of damage from that backhand slap. And the next one, you manage to skid it barely. You can feel the air pressure rises as his hand kind of moves through the space. You kind of lean back and you miss it, and you can, it's like a thunder clap when he hits you. It's kind of everything explodes.
Okay, he's hit me, and I've like just fallen to bits. Really, I'm still up on my feet, but I'm just like had the wind completely knocked out of me, and I'm kind of like, so I just missed this attack, the second attack he does, and everything smashes around in this thunderous clap. Did you say yeah?
Yep. Flowers
Is it
to
magical?
my wife. What?
Is it magical?
No. I'm just describing what you felt, like a thunder exploding around you.
Yeah.
The slap was totally, a jealous husband slap. That's it. No, nothing magical.
Sure.
From a troll.
From a troll. Yeah. So that's it. What do you do, Dayam?
Dayam is going to do patient defense. He's going to spend 1 key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action on my turn.
Okay.
However, I don't know if that works. I have to use that on my turn, so that works next turn, I guess.
Okay. That's fine.
So as the dodge action as a bonus action, okay. But let's see what else I've got. So he's not engaged in me, but I could disengage with him.
Okay, that's cool. So you want to jump
I
or?
can't have 2 bonus actions, can I?
Well, you can do a bonus action instead of a standard action. So
Okay.
you could do 2 bonus actions.
Yeah, cool. I'm good with that.
And as a free action, can I just? No, I can't do that. That'd be a mini. Okay, as a free action, can I pass something to somebody as I disengage?
Sure. Yeah.
I disengage.
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
give me disengage, breaks combat, and lets me have my movement. Yeah.
So just say what
Well,
you want to
we-
do, and we'll roll with it.
Okay,
we
so
don't use attack of opportunity, so you can
Right.
move without taking disengage.
Exactly.
Oh, that's good to
Yeah.
know.
all right,
Yeah.
okay.
So what do you want to do?
I could have a go at smashing my vial of stuff over this troll's face. Hopefully he gets sleep. And or pass it to somebody. Decisions. Looks like a bit of a waste time. So we don't do. Okay, so we don't do that. So I don't even know to use Step of the Wind. Oh, it's
No, you can
annoying.
use Step of the Wind, for example, to just get away from him so he can't hit you
Yeah, sure.
without moving a lot in the next round.
Okay,
or
You could
I'll
throw
something.
it
do
at
that
him
then.
too.
So what do you want to do?
You don't have to be face to face with him to hit him with a vial.
Okay, so I'll just do Step of the Wind, patient defense, and throw my vial at him.
Okay, what does the vial do?
It's just got this tea inside it.
The T in it.
Oh, okay, great. So yeah,
So,
you throw it at him. Just roll an attack. Yeah, you can make it with an advantage because he's so big. Hard to miss.
okay.
Uh,
So it's an unarmed. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's fine. So while Dayam is kind of, flying back ninja style and throwing the vial, Vakil, what do you want to do until he resolves his action?
I want to go to the pot and pick it up.
Oh,
Nice.
natural 20. Amazing. Great. So the vial hits the troll, dead square in the face and explodes with the fumes kind of running up. And I need him to make... let's see. Amazing. Let's give him a disadvantage because of the dead square. Ooh, okay. He starts to slur as he talks. You Dragon Ball, I'll hit you, get you. He kind of tries to move, and he's obviously out of balance and slurs his words. And you can hear the old lady, no, don't hurt him, I've been waiting for so long. So he seems to be kind of almost down. Anything else you want to do, Dayam? Or can do?
No, that's fine. I start to say she's just going to sleep. I just gave him some of your. I just gave him some of your tea,
Oh,
so
that's
it'll be fine.
wonderful. We can then end this domestic dispute, and everything will be back to normal again. Vakil, is he with us?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
We lost your
I
video,
picked
but
up the... Yeah, I'm losing your video every now and then also.
okay.
Well, I'm picking up the pot and going over to trying to just throw it all in on the scroll
Okay. So do
if
that.
I can.
Yeah, you can. Again, I
Yeah.
need you to make this attack with an advantage because DM hit him with the with his vial. Okay. And
X bonus, I think. So like, like a 9.
wait, but you rolled. No, you
Yeah,
rolled
but
the two d20s. Oh, okay. So you
2d20.
can.
Yeah, and
Let's see.
I didn't drop the lower one.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's actually not enough to hit him. So you
Well,
kind
I'm just throwing it all around him
okay. That's fine.
and
And
probably getting a lot of on it on myself also.
yeah, so you kind
But
of
that's
pour
okay.
it everywhere, and steams go up to the air
Yeah.
everywhere, and everybody are kind of lightheaded. So I need Deum and Varendes
Yeah.
and Vakil to make a Constitution save.
No problem. Oh, a 12. Come on.
Um,
No good rolls today.
So Deum is fine. Vakil, why 12? Why? Ah, you don't have an advantage here. You always do.
Well, if I have advantage, then it's 16. But
No, if you have it. So Verendis is fine. So both Verendis and Deum are fine. You can kind of, you hold your breath and the fumes don't affect you. But Vakil, you feel kind of lightheaded. So you're kind of, there's a condition, I think it's intoxicated or something like that.
yeah, poisoned it's called.
Poisoned. Okay, so you're for the rest of this combat you're poisoned.
Yeah. So
And at this point, Skish, you can see the cat running across the room. He managed to get the cap in his mouth. He looks at you, with big yellow eyes, and then he jumps through the same opening well, no, if you'll do that, you'll eat him. So he kind of jumps onto the window and then from there outside. Okay. Your turn, Skish. The troll is still on his feet. Kill everybody. Everybody
The
dead.
cat's the cat's faster than me, but there's nowhere to go, so I'm gonna chase the cat. But I'm just gonna go through the wall.
So you go through the wall, break it apart, and the cat, you can see him running straight to the water.
Oh, good. I'm better in the water than I am on ground. I'll follow just double movement.
Okay.
Crocodiles only move 20 on land, by the way.
Okay. So the cat hits the water, and then a minute after that, you enter the water as well. And you can see the cat. He turns back his head and he says, "Seriously?" He tries. Yeah. He kind of.
Something.
He tries to swim as hard as it can into the water.
Oh,
kind
I'm
of.
gonna eat this thing.
That wasn't very smart.
I'm bad at it. I have a bad feeling about this, but we're gonna keep chasing him.
So he kind of tries to paw his way through the water, and let's see. So basically, something like 20 seconds after that, it kind of stops in the middle of the water, and he turns around, with your crocodile mouth kind of swimming toward it, and he says, "Okay, I give up. I'm wet
Okay.
and I'm tired and I give up.
All right.
But I could be a really good friend if you'll agree not to eat me. A really good
I'll let
friend.
him climb. I'll let him climb onto my back, and I'll take him to shore.
Okay.
But that's like 40 seconds at least. So
Yeah.
I don't know how many rounds.
Varendis, what do you do? This
Six
huge
rounds.
troll looming above the three of you, with his massive fists, kind of, "I'll kill you all. Messing with my wife."
Well, yeah. So technically, we haven't messed with her yet.
And you won't either if
Lay
it's
down.
Just
three men and a lady. I'll get you all. What do you do, Varendis?
How big is the troll? Is he considered large, or
Yeah.
is he considered bigger than large?
Large.
Just large.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to try to shoot an arrow at his feet to make him trip.
Okay, cool. Do that. Trip attack.
Second
When you hit-
weapons.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Oh. So
It's
wait,
probably
I
too
think
low.
I think you have an advantage on him because he's poisoned. Morten, am I right?
can't
attacks
remember
on
actually.
poison creature. I think I've got it right. Poisoned. You have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. So no.
So no. Okay. So your arrow kind of slips. He moves, in strange movement. So you kind of getting a hard aim on it. Your arrow just flies into the darkness. Anything else you want to do?
I try to talk to him. I'm like, man, we're not messing with your wife. We just want to get out of here, actually. And she's the only one who can make a portal.
Oh, you wanna get off, do you? Get off with my wife.
No, no, we don't.
Oh, no, you can keep her. Actually, we just want to go by ourselves.
Ooh,
Yeah.
so she's
We-
not
we'll-
my wife, not pretty enough for you, eh? Kind of losing it
What the heck?
even further. Okay, so
No.
so actually, he looks at you and says, "I'm not keen on hitting pretty ladies, but where is the one with the flowers?" And he kind of looks around with his head spinning. So he tries again at Deam, but he doesn't spot him. So the only one is Vakil, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So he tries
My
at
AC
you.
is 18 right
Yeah,
now.
and he has a disadvantage. No.
17 actually, I think.
So you basically managed to dodge all his slaps and fist throwing. He's very disoriented. So and you managed to avoid most of it. At that point, the hag, the old lady, she kind of runs out and no, don't hurt him, just calm him down. He's a sweetheart once you get to know him. Dame.
Okay. Dame is going to try and control the situation, try and get Vakel's butt to try and make this portal work. I don't know if he knows how. I'm going to creep over to the cupboard that she was opening earlier,
Mm-hmm.
and have a look in there and open the door. I don't know how far it is. It's got to be it's quite a small house. So
Yep.
I'll try and maybe close the door behind me and see if it's still alight. Have a look inside. If it's dark in there, I'll leave the door open.
Yeah, so as you go into this extra dimensional pocket, you can basically see miles of rows of vials. As you try to close the door behind you, it does get dark in there.
Oh, okay. So I'll leave the door open, and can I don't know, maybe I'm just going to try to leave it open to investigate anything, but it just seems like there's way too much information to take in there, and probably not going to be able to read any of her things in time. I'm just going to pick up a handful of these things, yeah?
Okay, so you grab, let's say, a dozen vials full of red liquid.
Yeah. Yeah. And get ready to start. Yeah, and that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
So that's a move. Do you call that an action or a free action? Doing all that.
That's a move. If you want to do another thing, you
Okay.
can.
So I'm gonna shout out, "Where's this portal? Where's the portal, guys? Let's get it!" And I'm gonna start throwing vials at the troll. See if they do anything.
Okay.
Nice.
Usually random vials do things in
Do it.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Do it.
Yeah.
So
I think I'm not
so
sure if
you,
I'm proficient in.
so because okay, you know what? You're not rolling to hit him. What I need you to do is roll 3 d20s. You know what? No, don't roll 3 d20s. Roll 3d6. Okay. If you roll a 1 on the first one, then you hit Vakil. If you roll a 1 on the second, you hit Verendis. If you roll Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm
dear.
fine. I'm fine.
Okay, so
I can take it.
Yeah, Vakil is fine.
I
No,
just hit
no, Vakil's not
two of my
fine.
friends.
Vakil was hit by a vial, and Verendis is fine, and the troll was hit. Was not hit actually. But who's there also? Maybe
I'm like,
Elliot. Yeah. So you basically you see Dayum comes out of the fridge and throwing vials, and all of them break on his friends. Kind of. Okay. So
Good job. Good job.
That's
yeah.
great.
What happens is this. Okay, so Vakil, you
and that's the end of my turn.
okay? Great. So Vakil turns to gas, kind of.
Yeah.
The vial hits him, and he poof, explodes into this gaseous form. So Vakil, you can move, you can actually see yourself, and you can direct your movements, but you're gassy. And
What happens to the pot that I'm holding?
oh,
And the
it
rest of
falls
the
on the ground.
tea?
Poof. Yeah.
So it pours out right at the troll's feet, maybe.
Maybe. Verendis, you weren't hit, so everything is cool with you. And the troll was actually hit, but let's see with what? With what? Okay, so I need you to roll a percentile dice, and I'll tell you what hit him. I'll just look at this potion table. Wait, it's not here. Just a minute. Percentile. Okay, potions. We're good.
Don't roll for elixir of health. That
Yeah.
cures the poison.
Dayan, can you roll a percentile? Alex, can you roll a percentile dice?
Yeah.
And let's see what potion hits. 62. Okay. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. 62. Oh, that's not that one. That one. Okay. Potions. Okay. 60. What? 62. Cool. Potion of invulnerability.
Oh no.
So the troll kind of grows extra muscle, and veins kind of burst out of his skin. As, I'm gonna kill you all. Yeah.
So, good luck.
Do I have to roll again? Do I have to roll a percentile dice again, or is that?
No, that's fine. We're good with that. You've made enough damage for one round. That's fine. No, I'm joking. That was cool.
It's all right. I've only got a few hit points too.
Yeah, Vakil, what do you want to do in your gassy form?
I'll try and distract the troll. That's probably the only thing I can do. Just whisper around him.
Yes. Okay. Cool. I think I've skipped. No, I didn't skip. I skipped his turn. No, I didn't. Okay.
I don't think he have done anything this turn. He attacked me, so he didn't.
Right. Okay. So, Skish, you have a cat on your back.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I will. I'm bringing him back to the island.
And he says,
I don't know how long it's gonna take for me to chase him out into the water and chase back.
So he
expect it
gives
to be
you
simple.
the small cap, and he says all you need to do is take this cap, take an empty vial, and catch the troll between the two, and the troll will be that small.
Okay. I will turn back into. I'll use this round then to turn back into my normal form and take the cap from him.
Okay, and your cap is
And I'll
yeah.
I'll tell him don't leave the island.
I wouldn't
We have more to
dream of
talk
it.
about.
I wouldn't
Okay.
dream of it. Okay. Varendis. So this mighty troll, stronger than ever and poisoned as ever, looms above you. What do you do?
Um,
Go on, Verendis. Open a portal.
yeah, if I could, that'd be nice, but I don't think I.
Can't you use the Arcana check?
Yeah, sure. What for?
What, really? I don't think I can open a portal, actually, can I?
Unless you're
try.
a wizard or something like that, but you can try. Yeah, everybody can try. So what do you do?
Nah, actually, I try the thing that I did. Oh, wait, is he still large or is he
No, he's still
bigger
large, but
than large?
he's large, but he's kind of going. You know, he went supercharged, so you can see extra muscle and veins, and he kind of looks really, really, you know, big and stronger than ever.
Invincible.
Yeah, invincible.
I just try to hit his feet again. I take a rope and put it on the arrow, and I don't know. I just wanna hit his feet somehow.
Okay. Yeah,
maybe
that's actually that hits. There is no damage done. He basically gets resistance to resistance is actually damage.
Half damage.
Half damage. So that's fine. You can argue add your superiority down, and the target is large or small. You might. Okay, so make. I need to make a strength saving throw. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And Verendis, you also need to add your superiority die to the
And
damage.
I have a
Damage.
disadvantage on all my rolls because I'm poisoned.
I don't
Yeah,
think it's on saves, just ability checks and
Ability
attacks.
checks and attacks.
So a save is an ability check, right? Or I'm getting.
No, it's a
No, they
Different.
separate them. Yeah.
Okay, so just a strength check should be easy. What's the DC?
I think it's 13.
13. You know what? Because it's important, 1d20 plus 4. This is his strength, and no, that's not gonna work, right?
slash R and
Slash.
then 1d4.
Ooh.
Oh,
You're trying to. Pretty lady tries to trick me. And he grabs the rope, you know, and pulls it up with you dangling, you know, below it. I'll eat you. Okay. Anything else for Endis? Because otherwise it's his turn.
I'm trying to get away from him maybe a little bit more.
Okay, so you try to get away from him, and he's kind of, you know, chasing you around. Come here, little lady. And then he decides to smack you. So that's.
I'm still floating around him, trying to distract him.
Yeah, you know what? They still have a disadvantage on his attack rolls, right? So
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, okay, so that's okay.
and I can't really give him double disadvantage. but
Exactly. So
Maybe he'll try and attack the ghost
the ghost.
mist form.
Your AC
That mist form.
If he wants to attack me, I'm using this spell.
as a reaction. Cool.
Yeah. Well, it's only if he hits you.
Um,
You have to use it.
That's fine. So let's see if he.
what was the question again? What my AC is?
Yeah. So the first attack, with a disadvantage, doesn't hit you. So you manage to dodge a first slap. The second attack. Ooh. I need your AC here. 16. So 21 with shield. So the second attack got deflected by the shield. You kind of, you know, stop his palm from exploding into your face. The shield kind of sparkle around you as you stop it.
It's like a magical bubble around me, I guess.
Exactly. And it's just for that attack, and then it disappears.
Until the
It
start
stays
of the
for a
next
round.
round.
For a round. So okay, so it counts for this one as well. With a disadvantage, that one. Oh, 21. So 21. No, 21 still. So your shield basically sparkle around you as it absorb both attacks, and you kind of shake inside, like a peanut in a shell. But you're fine. All teeth are in place. Yeah. Pretty lady, hard to eat. Dame, what do you want to do?
Okay, I'm shocked at what I've been doing. So, I used to be an acolyte. I used to worship things. So I don't know if that gives me any chance of Arcana. So I'm gonna just try to do an Arcana check and try to get this portal somehow working. I don't know.
Okay. Go for
I
it.
think his shield is hopefully holding up. So
You are sure that in order to activate the portal, all you have to do is mix up
Yeah.
some potions. And I'm metagaming, you have no idea, but your failed check.
sure.
This is obviously an issue of mixing enough potions, and everything. The portal will open.
Right. Damn it. It's very useful. It's got herbalism.
Yeah. So what do you do? And Vakil, get ready for your turn. So at that point, Vakil, you think that you can actually you gained control of your body. You think you can maybe solidify if you want to. Dayam, you want to do something other than mixing potions?
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna cast Cloud of Darkness. I think.
Okay,
Gives these people.
cool.
Darkness. Sorry, not cloud.
Magical darkness spreads on points you choose. Darkness.
And I'm gonna cast it on the troll.
Cool.
Well, as close to the troll as I can.
Who turned out the lights?
So that's an action, is it? Is it?
Yeah, that's an action.
Concentration. Yeah.
Okay, so this
One action.
globe of darkness appears around the troll, and you can hear him, going crazy inside. But obviously, Dayam's spell bought you some time. You can get away and maybe position yourself better to avoid the troll's crazed blows. So cool. Vakil, what do you want to do?
I'll turn solid and the kettle and stand near the darkness to get ready to throw the rest of the tea at it.
Throw the rest of the tea. Okay.
Yeah.
Do it.
So, well, I can't see him now.
Oh, right. So you're just
So
waiting.
I'll just be ready
Okay.
to.
Okay. Got
yeah.
it. Okay. So on his
that's all.
turn, remind me. I'll probably forget. Skish.
So I'm gonna. Can I make it to the back door this round?
Do you want to make it to the back door? Yes.
Yeah. And I can. Who can I see? I mean, I see a darkness clearly. And then I guess I could see Vakil standing there with the pot, and Dayam somewhere in front of me.
Dayam is in the fridge, working his potion. Oh no, he actually thrown the spell. So you can see him in the hut. He kind of concentrates on the spell.
Okay, so I'll yell out. What was my voice? Dayam, Vile, and put out my hand.
Okay. So what? What do you mean, Skish?
Throw me a vial.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna, at my next available action, I'm just gonna Not a vial, I am.
That's fine. So an empty vial flies at your direction. You kind of scoop it from the from the midair.
Okay, now I can't see the troll, so I'm gonna wait until I can see the troll, and then I'm gonna try and capture him.
Okay, Varendis. So you can see that Deum is concentrating on the spell, and both Vakil and Skish are kind of waiting outside, just outside the globe of darkness, probably waiting for the troll to emerge. What do you do?
Can I help Dame in any way?
No. Well, get in front of me, and you could be a human shield, a meat shield. It's a really good idea. You got to be. I've really I've got bruises on me, and I'm like.
Yeah, I get in front of him. If
I'm gonna
push
die.
comes to shove, I have another spell slot, so
Okay.
I get in front of him.
Cool. So Varendis is covering you as you kind of focus on your spell. Varendis, take a defensive position.
Oh,
Yeah.
what I'm doing with my action is I think I have something where I can heal myself. 1 second.
Cool.
Second wind.
Yeah, second wind.
Okay, do
It's a
that.
bonus action.
Class.
Okay, so while you are healing yourself,
Higher level, yeah.
yeah. So Vakil, Skish, you as you stand ready, and the old lady screams at you, "Don't hurt him!" The huge, invulnerable troll emerges from the darkness, kind of, how they said, he kind of moves from side to side, very unstable, but obviously mad and angered. Eat you all, and kind of throws his hands to get you. So you get your action now. What do you do?
Yeah.
Let's start
Do I
with
still
Vakil.
have advantage to hit him? I have disadvantage, but if I have advantage also, it's just be a normal roll.
Um,
Um,
yeah, let's say that. Yeah, you basically you're flanking him, kind of, spread around the globe of darkness. So let's say that you do.
17.
Oh yeah.
So that should hit.
Oh yeah. With your axe?
No, with the T.
Oh, with the T. With the T.
Yeah. Whatever was left in the kettle, I'll probably empty it
Okay.
now.
Yeah. So another save. Yeah. So he falls to his knees. Tired. So tired. Too tired to kill. Skish, that's your that's your cue.
Yeah.
I can
I-
break my concentration, can I? Or
Yeah, sure.
is he-
Sure. The globe of darkness disappears.
Okay, I can hold my breath for 15 minutes, so I'm gonna hold my breath just in case, and I'm gonna try and
Okay,
put the vial on the lid around his body somehow.
miraculously, as you put the flask and the cap on both sides of his body and push them together, he kind of squeezes and becomes tinier and tinier until he's in the jar. And you actually hold the small flask, and you can see him down below, kind of me so angry, we'll kill you all, eat you all. And then he falls asleep. And then he falls asleep on the cold glass floor.
I think I have the coolest,
Okay, let's. yeah,
coolest
okay.
ranged weapon in history now. All right,
Yeah.
I'm not letting go of this vial.
And the old woman, where did he go? What just happened? What did you do?
I don't know. I'm gonna try and palm the vial so she can't see it.
Yeah, do it. Make a dexterity check.
Sleight of hand, maybe?
There's a
Yeah.
sleight of hand check.
Yeah. Go
Yeah.
for it. Go for it.
Yes.
Oh. And at that point, the cat kind of, walks on the porch, cuddles on the cushion on the rocking chair, and says, "Oh, well, back to square one, aren't we?"
Oh, we
I
lost
think we
you.
did a really good job there, guys. And I'm like, pull out the flowers and say, so, now how about this date?
Uh,
I think
Let's get it going on.
I think I need some tea.
we may not be the heroes that you want, but maybe we're the heroes that you need. Oh my god, we made a total mess of this. Our house is a wreck.
Yeah, so basically the hut is, holes everywhere, chairs upside down, clothes everywhere. You're all covered with dresses and perfume. And the cat just sits there and smiles. What do you do?
I'll go and ask Skeets whether that woman and children appear from.
Is the lady here? Is the old lady within hearing distance?
Yeah, so they are all huddled at the other side of the cabin, as far away from all of this. They are just grouped
Yeah.
together with the man also. They look as if they are wearing rags, but the rags are once were of good quality. Jackets and leather boots and, maybe once they were wearing very good clothing, but now it's just rags.
They might have some power somewhere. But you were asking me, where did they come from?
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
did they just appear?
I don't know. And I'm going to shrug and I'll wink at you.
I'll wink back and say, really? Looking a bit confused.
hmm Yeah, and I'll throw a knowing glance at the cat and then look at the lady and say, about that portal?
And she says, "Well, yes, obviously you have been help. You did help me." And she look at the ruined cabin, holes everywhere, and she says, "Yes, maybe it's better for you to be on the other side of the dark lake. Any place than here. Come, I'll show you the way, please." And she goes
I'll,
back to the hut.
I'll motion the family over to come with us.
And they get close to you. The man, he looks at you and says, "What about the cat?"
Sorry, you cut out a bit.
Oh, he says the guy, the man that you saved, that you saved, he looks at you and says, "What about the cat? He'll catch more."
Leave it.
Leave it? And he kind of, "Well, if that's what you think is best, then this is what I'll do."
I'll put my hand on my axe and I'll ask him, was it the cat that captured you?
Well, obviously, this old woman knows nothing and she does nothing. All she does is prepare her tea and gives it to strangers. They are just drowsing while the cat, and his evil witchcraft. It's all about the cat. Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you decide. I'm going to talk to the old lady and keep her comfortable and say that we'll try to bring someone to repair your damage, and a portal would be good.
Yes.
Let's talk over there for a minute.
I'll look at Vakil, and when the man is explaining that the cat was it, and I'll nod in affirmation.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to help you kill it yet.
Well, let's just talk over there so they won't overhear us.
And in the meantime, Dame, you
away
see
from
the old lady. She prepares candles and she puts out this strange scroll and she starts preparing some kind of a ritual. Yes, the portal.
I say to her, "Oh, the portal! You're preparing a portal."
Yes, yes. Obviously, I
Uh.
just want you out of here as fast as possible, please.
Why?
Well, my
What do we
husband.
do?
Well, my husband
get it.
might return any minute, and I just don't want him to see you in my play. I mean, it's obviously he's not gonna react well to
Can
it.
I help you collect anything for? I said to her, I thought this portal worked on potions. Do you need any potions to help?
And she says, "Potions? No, it doesn't work on potions. It works on magic."
Maybe I'm just a stupid old dragonborn. I don't know anything. You teach me anything?
Here, sit
And
with me, and I'll show you. And now, just a bit of salt, and now I need some sugar, and those cinnamon sticks over there. And she kind of sends you to do all kinds of kitchen, yeah.
Verendis,
Yes.
I didn't see what was happening in the kitchen, but you know that there's a cabinet full of magical potions right there. Good.
Mhm.
Good.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
I think you're picking up what I'm putting down.
that you want to take our potion and put it in there. That's a good storage place. That was what you're saying,
that's right. You
Yeah.
figured it out.
Yeah, good. But I'll say to you were Rendis and Skeet, since Dayam is inside and Elliot is kind of thoughtless at the moment, I think we should kill the cat. It's evil and deserves to die, so nobody else get captured here
I just
and
shrugged.
probably killed.
I'm indifferent.
Does anyone have detect evil?
And you can hear Jim Jar at the backyard. Detect evil! I can detect evil from miles. This place reeks of evil. I told you.
What Jim Jar?
Yeah,
Watch him, John. Yeah.
I can detect evil also. Yeah, everything here is evil. Nothing good. Haven't found anything good yet. So, but what do you guys say? Running this?
So the hack is still doing the portal stuff. I
Yeah.
assume?
And then we can kill the cat whilst he does that.
And in which room does she do the portal? It's another room than the vial
The
room.
cat is outside on the porch right now.
I don't really care about the cat.
Where
to
is-
be honest.
Yeah. Where's the old lady doing the portal? In the kitchen?
She works in the kitchen with them. Yes.
No, that's gonna make it difficult. I'm gonna. I don't care about the cat either, but I'm gonna go and try and distract her so her back is turned to the fridge.
Okay. Easy enough.
Ask her questions about what she's doing. I mean, I have some magical ability, not probably as much as her, but
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
she.
if nobody cares, I'll go kill the cat
I don't.
because it's evil. So, I'll just go up friendly to the cat. I have a few questions for you, Snookums.
And he looks at you and says, "Meow." And at that point, the old lady, she says, "Talking to the cat, eh? Well, he's not gonna answer. He's a cat."
Well, it looks cute, so I like talking to friendly creatures, even if they can't understand me. Yeah, and when it isn't looking at me, I'll just scratch its ear or something like that, while with the other hand get the axe ready to bring it down and hopefully just instantly kill it.
And you can hear it purrs, right? This is the word, purrs.
Yeah.
As you
Yep,
scratch his
correct.
ear, and
Uh,
yeah, didn't you broke off? What was the last sentence? Nothing.
Me?
I said this is so bad, but
Oh, so at that point, Jim Jar looks at you with the axe and one hand, on the back of the cat's head, and one hand on the axe, and he kind of. What are you doing? What's wrong with you? It's a cat.
I'll bring the axe down. Do I need to make an attack roll?
Nope. And the axe comes down. And at that exact moment, the hag and you kind of work your way through the ingredients of the spell, and you hear from outside this thump. The cat's head falls. You kind of Vakil, you see it kind of slow motion falls into the ground, then the head bobs up in front of you, smiling. And then everything turns to dust or smoke. The hut, the cat, everything kind of vanishes away from sight. And
Oh.
at that point, Dayam, she kind of turns to you and says, "Okay, so all we need is the last word to activate the portal, and the last word is..." And she kind of vanishes into smoke as well, and you think you heard this magical syllable, goes with the wind with her. You think you hear it, and then all you see is all of you guys standing on this tiny patch of land with nothing around you.
the vial with the troll in it, does that still exist?
If it was in your hand, you
Yeah.
held it, then yes.
Yes.
Well, oops.
Oops.
Didn't think that would happen. But at least nobody else has to die out.
Dayam, you hold in your hand the scroll that she gave you, and it has all kinds of strange runes on it. But the last word of this spell is kind of messed up. It's not written yet, but you think you've heard it say it, but you're not sure.
Okay,
Go
so
for it.
It's one syllable.
Yep.
So it's like ne or ni or meh or meh. So where?
R2,
I
R2. So,
It's the hack that goes ni.
yeah.
I think it might be ni. Ni.
Ni.
And Jim
I
Jar,
think it's ni.
Jim Jar approaches you. Are you You got that last word, right? You're not just making up those...
I might be making up a little bit here, Jim Jar, my friend. I do recall what it is. I'm just making sure I don't forget it. Oh my God, look at those pretty flowers outside. They're amazing. Guess I should roll some kind of check.
Or you can just invent the syllable, and maybe you'll...
Meh. So, okay. How many? I say to Jim Jar, how many syllables are there in the world? Oh fuck. Right. I'm gonna make an Arcana check, or actually, I might make a Perception check because if I heard her or not properly, because my Arcana is crap. So,
Yeah, it's a listen check or something like that. Sure, perception is good enough.
yeah.
Dum 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 dum.
I'm gonna judge it on my perception rather than my Arcana skill, basically.
Okay, so going by the
Perception
ear,
is for listen.
like any good musician.
I think this is the right roll.
Ooh, 20.
Ooh.
Right now, Ginger, I'm just about to say something, and it might just be right. I don't know if that's for sure, but let's try this. And I'm just. Then I probably realise that I have to do some massive ritual to do it, but.
No, that's fine. As long as you've got the scroll and you're completing the last syllable of the spell, it should go off.
Everybody ready?
Yep.
Okay. I'll try that then. That my last syllable that I swore I heard her say. Did she say it?
What? You're talking to me? You should complete the spell. Say it.
Okay. I just repeat what I heard her say.
So make something up.
Make something up. What was it?
Ish. That was what she said. Ish.
And at that point, this mighty, tear in space and time opens before you, with swirling smoke and darkness and lightning inside it. And and Jim Jar looks at you and says, "You sure you got it right? It ain't look right."
I'll go through first.
I trust my friend Dam. I go through second.
I'm going to go through third because I don't trust myself. Yeah, let's go through third.
Family with me, though.
Okay, what family? They disappeared in smoke.
Oh, they went too?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Akil, you killed a family. You're not just a
them.
kitten slayer.
Yeah.
They were kids.
Kill the kitten slayer. Varendis, Elliot pops up from darkness, looks at you, shrugs, and enters the portal.
Yeah, I follow him.
Okay. And so the sphere of annihilation closes. No, I'm kidding. You all, you remember the scene in there was an old series that the time traveling guys, they were wearing their, it's from the 70s, 80s.
Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted. Excellent.
Yeah, it has this.
Sliders, maybe?
Not sliders. Sliders. It's too new. It's, oh my god, Tony and Doug and Tony.
No.
Bill and Ted.
No.
Bill and Ted, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, Bill and Ted was a movie.
Okay, now it was a series.
Not a
It's an old series.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll send you a YouTube link. But the thing is that they always jumped into those holes and they were always falling down, at their destination. So this is exactly what happened. You are thrown in space. All kinds of sights emerge and disappear around you. You see the Underdark. You see all kinds of flashes, scenes from it. You can see the huge demon that you saw emerge from the Dark Lake, and he's heading somewhere into the to the darkness. You see this huge fungi-covered demon with a wedding gown made of seaweed being sewn around her. You see all kinds of ghosts and tentacled demons swirling on walls, on caves. You see huge fish-like creatures that they came out of your nightmares, and all this is going by as you are thrown in space, and then you're out and you are all tumbling on the rough ground in this huge chamber. Disoriented, you go up on your feet, look around you, and you indeed see the Dark Lake well behind you. So you are sure that you were thrown to the other side of the Dark Lake, probably the result of this magical portal that opened up before you, and you find yourself in in this field with boulders all around you, boulders in many sizes and shapes and colors. So the dark lake behind you, a huge chamber, and a large number of boulders. And while you are kind of trying to orient yourself, one of the boulders just gets up on two short legs, and then an arm appears and another one, and two eyes made of stone kind of blink open, look at you all, and then those eyes are fixed on Vakil. And you hear this grinding sound. So, her folk came to slaughter more of us?
No. I'm looking for Earth and Spelosa.
Well, the Earth and Spelosa is right behind us. A mile or two. But that axe, I know that axe. It killed many of our people.
Well, I killed the one who had it last. And I don't intend to use it on anybody that doesn't attack me first. Or kittens, apparently.
And you see that it kind of thinks. He freezes for a moment, and then, brothers, wake up! We have a harper among us. And all the other boulders kind of they move and grow legs and limbs and eyes, and suddenly you find yourself surrounded by those boulder creatures. They look, they don't look humanoid, but you can definitely make out mouth and eyes and limbs, and they all kind of move around you and touch you and push you a little bit. And one of them approaches Skish and then kind of touch him. They look very, let's say, friendly, but more curious than just friendly. They just and they
I'm just holding my hands up and smiling at them. Very friendly with my huge fangs.
Yeah.
and they say, the one that was talking to you kind of sniffs the air and then turns to Deum. So, a harper then, eh? We haven't heard from you for weeks. The contact was broken. What news do you bring from the surface, Harper?
I bring the news of the cult of the dragon has been destroyed, but there is a new threat in the Underdark. Have you heard of the drowning?
You broke out at the last sentence. Have you heard of?
I said Driz Doerden.
But of course we have heard him. Heard the name, that is. The legend of the Dark Elf is alive among us, but we haven't seen him. And why have you... Let's wait a second for Vakil, who needs to plug his something. I'll actually take 5 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Driz Doerden. Let's think of something I've only just read a little about 10 words.
Right.
About why we should be there.
Oh, everybody went away.
Yeah, we're taking like 5 minute break.
I'll go get some water then.
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Back. Your headset is plugged in?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it doesn't take long.
So you need to plug it into your computer somehow, or is it
Yeah, it recharged. Just a USB port
Oh,
to recharge it, so
Oh.
I can still use it.
cool.
I like that,
Yeah.
so I don't have to change batteries or something.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
I hope that isn't the theme song for these Earth creatures. The Imperial Guards of the, what is it, Caleb Dur, they're called?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
actually thinking about how to add music to our games, but I don't want it
You
to.
can,
Yeah.
you can do it. It's in the jukebox tab. You can search for music there.
Yeah, as long as it's not,
Uh,
copyrighted or all kinds of that. I just.
I'm pretty sure it isn't. No copyrighted music, I think. In the jukebox, you can't put in anything you want.
Hmm.
Only a list of music that they have.
Right. Cool.
I've used it a little. Mostly like background noises if you're in a tavern or in a goblin cave, adding a few sound effects. But there's music also.
Yeah, I'll think about it. See if I can pull something off. My son is playing Battlefront, so I'm stuck with the
Yeah.
theme song.
I heard that was pretty bad.
What, Battlefront? Oh, it's a good game.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty, but the gameplay was pretty bad, is what I've heard.
Oh, well, it's fine. He's happy with it.
Yeah. Just heard there was no, like, the balance was really bad. And the gameplay mode was kind of dull.
Yeah, it repeats, but I don't know. He likes it. He
Yeah.
likes the playing Vader
Yeah.
and Palpatine and all that crap.
Yeah.
He enjoys it. So yes, Kanan.
And the music
Yeah, the music
music
is
and,
yeah.
is good, yeah, I heard
Yeah.
that.
Can't beat the music. Yeah, you're
So-
making me hungry with all that pot. Not pot, but yeah. Bon appetit.
No talking with food in your mouth.
Yeah, for him it's noon or something like that. I need to go to bed soon. My bedtime is coming up soon.
Yeah, it's lunchtime for me.
Ah, cool.
Well, you can always have a midnight snack before going to bed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have this thing where they put all these cooking reality shows at 11 p.m. in Israel. So it kind of you open the TV and someone is cooking this huge burger and steaks and all those things, and 11:30 p.m. and you're hungry as hell.
Yeah. Well, that's great planning.
Yeah. I've read somewhere that it actually makes you. It's on purpose. So you'll go down, you'll eat something, you'll empty the fridge sooner, and then you'll have to go buy more food. So yeah, it's a difficult hour for the body, you know. Alex.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that's the good thing with wireless headphones, right?
Are you back? Yeah, there.
Yeah, we're back.
we all here.
Okay. So, Harper then. What
Aye.
news? What news do you bring? What tasks do you want us to perform for your?
Think about it. However, I have not spoken to the Harpers since being in this Underdark. It depends. How can I trust you? All I know is that Tristo Odin is down in the Underdark. Tell me something which only a Harper would know.
And they kind of huddle together and obviously discuss what can they say to convince you. And at this point, one of the, a smaller boulder kind of detaches from the main body of boulders and goes to you and says,
Do you want to get stoned? and I say, well,
he
I
asks
thought
you,
would say
he asks you,
that is right. That is what Harpers do. They do get stoned.
they do get stoned, indeed. He says, the elders, they are confused. You are a Harper, but you walk with, and they call themselves the Durguntag. This is the name that, with it they refer to themselves. And he says, you are a Harper, but you are walking with a slayer of the Durguntag. And he points at Vakil. The elders are thinking maybe they should put you through the whipping stone trial.
That sounds painful.
Yes. Weeping stones. Yes, weeping stones.
The Emerald Enclave. No enemy of you.
And at that, the creature looks at you and says, "But you are carrying a cursed weapon." And he then points at the elf, at you, Verendis, and he says, "The elf is carrying Spring with him." And he points at the quiver that you found and took, and he says, "The elf carries Spring with him, so he must be a member of the noble house of Silverleaf. But you have Orc."
Oh no! Actually, I found this quiver. We kind of, yeah, that's it. I just found it. I don't know what these runes on the quiver mean. I don't know anything about it. You mean it's bad luck to carry one of these?
Well, it's bad luck for the one who lost it, if you found it.
Well, that's for sure.
This
But I'm no follower of whatever this is. I don't follow anything. I found it and I just use it as just a normal quiver. It holds no special value for me.
So they kind of huddle together again, and they talk among themselves with rumbling voices, and the stones and the sand is moving all around you. And then they turn back to you and say, well, the smaller bauldle then again detaches itself from the main lump and comes to you again, and to you, Dayam, it says, "The elders want to declare you thieves and murderers and put you to trial."
I can explain. We're not thieves and murderers. We are in a quest to help you, but we need more information about the quest in order for us to help you. Maybe we have come astray, but I can explain that to the Harpers.
I need you to make a either diplomacy or some kind of a roll, and let's see what they kind of think at what you say, but they're not sure. They're kind of looking at the elf, looking at the half orc, the elf who found a bow, a quiver, sorry, and the half orc which carries this evil weapon. They're not sure about Skish. Okay. So they look at you and say, "Well, Dragonborn, you look to be of the honest folk, and you indeed smell like a harper. And for this, we won't put you through the trial of the Whipping Stone. We decided to take no action. All we can say is that behind us," and they point deeper into the cavern, "is the Earth and Spelosa, a place, a neutral place for all the races of the Underdark. There you might find the information you seek." And with that they say, "Now we need to travel. I wish you good luck in your journey, and that you will find what you seek for."
What are you guys? What are you, most mighty Harper of the Underdark? What are you seeking? Can I help you?
And
As I work as a Harper's as an agent, as it is, and
as
my sovereignty lies with myself alone.
So at that point, one of the boulders, he looks at you and says, "Yes, well," and he does something like, and then a lump of stone falls from his behind, and he holds it and gives it to you and says, "Give that to the first Harper you see, and tell him that the Gurguntag will be at his service when he calls forth."
Okay,
And he-
are you the Gurguntag?
Indeed.
Yeah, Gurguntag. At your service. Note to Harper. I see. And have you spotted a lot of Harpers down here? Because you're
No.
the first ones, actually.
No, we usually meet them at the Earth and Spelosa. We usually meet them and they give us tasks and places to visit for them, but we haven't seen anyone in 10 days. We indeed suspect that something bad is happening in the Underdark, but without... We did hear rumors of demons running in the dark, but with no Harper to lead us, we are simply wandering.
Well, I'll tell you what I heard, and I don't know. Oh, that's better. What did I hear? Is there any information that I hear, or can I just use my general information I might?
No, you can even invent something.
I have heard from voices from the Underdark in my travel. There are, as you know, the Drow are in the Underdark numerously, and the demons are plotting with these Drow. And that's all I can say, but I do know that Triss Duerden is there to end this for once and for this
Well, in this case, we will look for the draw. And we'll report
Excellent.
once we have any findings. And
Excellent. Well,
and the creature turns to you, Verendis, and says, and just for the record, the quiver you're holding is a magical quiver, and it's part of a how should I say, a 4-part, looking for the word,
Set.
set,
A
exactly.
set.
A set. The quiver can make the arrows magical in a way. House Silverleaf will either know more about it or will want it back, obviously for a price if you found it. There are other parts of that set scattered across Silverleaf outposts, but none of them are in the Underdark, as far as we know.
What exactly? Do you know what it actually does to the arrows?
We know that they are able to trap their enemies with webs that engulf the targets if they shoot an arrow and say a specific magical word which we don't know about.
Oh, okay. So, do you think one of these Silverleaf guys would know more about this? The word,
Indeed,
maybe?
indeed, or any scholar that is accustomed to the ways of the surface.
Okay. Well, thanks for the tip. I will keep it in mind.
And they look at you, Vakil, and say, as long as you won't wield that weapon of you against our people, the curse will wither and die.
I won't. And I would be willing to help you. Use it to help you. If that would help any.
And they say, we will remember that. And he says, you can use the stone to call for us, or we might do that, use it to call to you. Depends on what we find in our journeys. If you make that promise.
I do make that promise.
And with that, they kind of, suck back the limbs and the eyes, and they rest on the floor again, motionless. What do you do?
All right. Onward to Earth End Spolosa.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Well, if we know the way.
So the caravan opens up to this vast network of interconnected tunnels. So basically, stalactite and stalagmites kind of connect and make this avenue of kind of, it looks like pillars connecting the ceiling and the floor of this huge caravan. And as you walk through it, echoes of your steps kind of surround you. You don't feel the inherent let's say evil of the Underdark here, as if something or some sort of a force allows you to be more relaxed. There is some kind of light here, but it's not out of the living. It's maybe someone cast a spell on rocks or on all kinds of ledges up. It looks like torches, but you're not sure. It's yellow light, so it's not photospheric, or how do you should say it. Anyway, so the cave looks much like a well-lit cavern that expects company. Okay, this is what I'm trying to say. And after something like, I don't know, 5 hours of walking in this huge caravan, you can actually make the shape of buildings set in stone all across the horizon. So think of this huge caravan with boulders and stone towers and porches kind of engraved into the rock of the caravan, and you can actually see yellow light emerges from the windows of the towers and the small buildings. Warm, inviting, but surprisingly you don't hear or see anything. You don't see any movement or hear anything. It's just dead quiet with all this inviting light that emerges from windows. What do you do?
Can I just ask a question again, Ida?
Yeah.
Can I just ask a question? What was the name of that city which the Gargantua wanted us to visit?
You mean
that right?
the Earth and Spelosa?
Oh yeah, is it Earth and Spelosa? Yeah.
Yeah.
Earth and Spelosa, and that's the city of alchemy.
Yeah. And Jim Jar at that point says, "Oh,
Can I just roll a kind of like a check to see if I can know anything about that city?
yeah, go for it."
Yeah, I was
Can
gonna
I-
ask the same thing. I grew up down here, so
Okay.
Yeah.
So both of you roll. You
the-
can one of you can aid the other, and Jim Jar actually says, "Well, I think this area looks
Alright, probably
familiar.
at him.
I think we're close to Blingenstone. I think we're close to my hometown, my city."
Oh, nice.
What is your hometown,
It's called
Jim Jar?
Bling the Stone. I'll write it down.
Blingstone.
Yeah. Bling.
You are a dark gnome, right? Have you ever heard of one of these deities called Glitter Gold?
It's a surface-dwelling deity.
Isn't he your enemy?
What? Why?
Just curious. Oh, just asking. Well,
No, he's
no
a.
need to get hostile.
We are
Jar.
deep. We are deep gnome, you lizard. I'm not a great dwarf. There's a different. Yeah, for you it's there's no.
Actually, I'm the lizard.
Yes.
Well,
He's
still.
the lizard. I'm the dragonborn. And you're the dark gnome. obviously.
Deep
So,
gnome.
okay. Let me write that down. Deep no. Oh, so we're gonna meet your parents, are we, or your wife?
And he kind of loses all color. My parents, wife. Who do you think you are to talk about my parents? What am I, a kid? I'm 250 years old.
Oh, well. Then you should have a clear understanding of what's going on in the Underdark. Where are we off to next anyway, Jim Jar? We going 250 years old.
Let's go into Earth and Spelosa.
Can I make an intelligence check or history check? I rolled my history there.
Oh, sorry. Oh, so yes, you know that you've heard that on the Earth and Spelosa they serve free meals, and that the wine there is extra good, and that the host, who is an Earth Genasi, named Dasco, is a very hospital man, and he keeps a tight house, so he doesn't allow any violence or any kind of troublemaking in his city, or in his inn.
What was his name again?
Dasco.
Desco.
Do you know what race Desco is? Skeech.
He's a Earth Genasi.
Oh, Ganassi, yeah. That'll be fun. I've never seen a Ganassi up close by.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you
Okay.
won't ask him
There we
about
go.
his parents.
Oh, okay. It's a touchy subject with the Drow and the Underdark, and Drow going around killing people's parents. we have the same problems in the surface. Most of the villages are destroyed by goblins and orcs. Don't worry. I do understand.
Or human.
Yes, filthy humans.
All right, let's go in.
Okay.
Let's rock this place.
Vakil, as you continue your journey through this caravan, and you see the stone towers and the buildings up close, you have this unpleasant feeling that something is terribly, terribly wrong. Again, you don't hear anything. Everything is dead quiet, and you don't think that an inn should be dead quiet. And Jimjar kind of also looks at you, You feel it too? Something is wrong.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I'm gonna make this place, the area.
Well, I follow you in.
Yeah. I'm interested to learn about this wine they speak of, and I've never been to an inn before, so I want to see it. I'm just gonna walk right up to the front door unless somebody stops me.
Maybe we should try and sneak up there.
So there is this big guard tower that seems to be the main entrance. The two big stone doors that are currently closed, and they have rusted iron shackles that are used to either open or close the doors.
How long did it take us to get to Earth's end, Spolosa?
So that's like a 2-mile walk. So it took you something like 5 hours.
2 miles? It'd take us 5 hours. 2
Oh.
miles would take us like 20. About half an hour walk, I think.
Yeah, but it's the Underdark,
like-
so the roads are really,
Oh,
really
okay.
bad, and you go up and go down and bypass boulders, and Yeah, so the doors are just in front of you, and they are shut. What do you do?
Pull or push on them?
So
I
you-
assume they're. How big are they?
they are
It's going to
big.
be like Star Wars, where I come.
Like what?
How big?
They are big, but you can see the hinges, and they look really oiled. So think it should be
All right.
okay.
I'll try and open one.
And the doors open slowly, and as they do, you see this pool of blood that spills over the entrance, and you kind of take a step back, and on the floor you see two they can be either elves or some other fey creature, maybe Eladrin. You're not sure. Verendis, you identify them as two Eladrin. They are mangled beyond recognition. They are holding their swords, broken arrows everywhere. Looks like there's a massive combat here. The blood is still liquid, so it wasn't long. You're not sure if they were the
Murder.
guards here or yeah.
I've never been to an inn before, so I'm gonna turn to my companions here and go, is this normal?
No, this is not normal. There's blood everywhere, man.
This does seem a bit excessive for a barroom brawl.
Do I see something on their belt that I can take?
Except, yeah, their gold pouches and yeah, everything is there. The usual.
I'll busy myself taking a pouch. I'll just dump the gold on the floor, but I need a pouch to put that little vial in, and I'm gonna secure it to my belt.
Okay, you do just that.
Great,
Um,
I've got my troll vial then.
I'll slowly go in just a few steps and have my axe out and look around to see if I can see anything.
Okay, so the short corridor opens up to a T section, and you can see carpets are hanging on the wall in front of you, and they depict all kinds of sceneries from the surface and from the Underdark. You definitely recognize the Dark Lake. You can see sunset over green hills. You can see Waterdeep on the mountain with its sprawling streets, and you also see another body, this time of a deep gnome, holding a pick in one hand, missing an arm, and looks to be chopped from collarbone to hip. Again, on the floor
Men.
in a pool of blood.
Men, I hate to say this, but usually when we're traveling in the Underdark, this is obviously below the surface. I think we might be above water deep by looking at
Below?
these hangings. Below them, yeah, why not? Look at these pictures. Why would they have water deep on here?
So when I hear that those are of the surface, I'm gonna run in and just stare at them and marvel.
Yes. Strange pink. No, this one isn't pink, but the elves or the Eladrin obviously are pink flesh.
Mm-hmm.
Can I
I
do
mean,
it in-
sorry, the carpets, the paint,
Yeah.
the
Oh, the
scenery
carpets.
from up above.
Yeah, beautiful.
Particularly anything that's of wilderness areas, I'm just gonna stare at it, totally enraptured.
I'm gonna say to Skeech, Lizard Man, I know you haven't seen these bodies on the floor are elves from the surface. I think you can detect what caused their deaths from your experience in the Underdark. How about you help me and detect what killed these elves?
All right. Boom. Medicine check. See what I can determine. How were they killed?
A huge sword with teeth, metal teeth on the sword.
Serrated.
Yeah, exactly. But a vicious, huge blade, something that way out there.
I'll try and draw it out on the floor in the elves' blood just to give them an idea. It was about this big, and it looked like this.
So this is a sword, yeah?
Yep.
Yes.
Death sword. Do you think this is... swords. Swords. Demons, maybe. I'll just write demons in my notepad. Okay,
I'd like to
I'm
cast
gonna-
a spell before we go any further. I'll just cast Pass Without Trace on the party.
Okay.
It gives us all a plus 10 to our stealth checks for the next hour, as long as I concentrate on it.
Okay.
I'll go up to the intersection and again looking around to see if whoever did this is still here, while they're looking at the corpses and the pretty pictures.
So you peek at the intersection and you can see that it goes, in a circle. After the T section, there's a circle, and you think that there's a main hall. If you go either way, this way or this way. So you think that there's a main hall in the middle of this building that you are in. Again, you don't hear anything. But you do feel this presence all around you.
Christmas time. Loads of presents around us, no? Wrong type of presents, right?
Yeah.
I'll who's that? Verendus, you went up? Is that right?
What?
Who?
No, it was me.
Oh, Vic. I'll go up with you. I'll follow.
Oh, who went up?
Okay. So very quietly, using Ski's spell, you kind of ease your way into this main hall, and what you see kind of plants you in place. You see a lot of overturned tables, a dozen bodies, all of them, mangled beyond recognition, blood on the walls. It used to be this beautiful tavern or hall with wines and a fire, a warm fire nearby, carpets on the floor, but now everything reeks of blood. In the middle of all this murder scene, you can see two figures. One is obviously some sort of a demonic creature, huge, and holding this how do you call it, a shredded blade,
Serrated.
serrated blade,
Yes.
pointing down, and it the creature is completely black skin, beyond proportion. You can see huge arms and tusked mouth, obviously a demonic creature, and you can see a draw rune burning on his forehead, and just behind him you can see a draw noble sitting on a table with how many of five cups next to his where he sits, and a bottle of wine, and he looks at you, and at that point Vakil and Elliot, you both recognize him. You recognize one of the guards, the elite guards that originally captured you, but now you see that he has a lot of scars all over his side of the body. One mangled hand, and half of his face are charred and burned. And you remember the first time that you managed to escape, there was this earthquake, and a gap in the ground opened up, and lava spurted out and burnt part of your pursuers, and obviously this was one of them. And he looks at you and he says, well, Ilvara didn't go too wrong on this one. She thought you may have passed here, and she decided to keep me here in case of you going back. But obviously, he smiles, this is your first time here. Am I right? And he kind of takes the glass and sips.
Yeah, it is. Just passing through.
He says, there is a bounty on your head, and fortunately I don't have to bring you alive.
Yeah, we know about the bounty. A few people have already tried to collect it. Some of the blood is still on my...
And he says, care for a drink before we start this?
Nah, I don't feel like getting drugged again.
And he looks at you and says, okay, so let the games begin. And with that, I think we'll scoop it up for today.
Yeah. Good session.
Okay.
Good fun.
Okay, it was fun indeed. Okay, great. Thank you, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. So, next time is in 2 weeks. There's no change in daylight saving or anything else, right? So we all know the hour.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And I
Yep.
hope, yeah. You were saying, Kenan?
Yep. Should be all right.
Cool. Okay, so as always, I will summarize this session and send you the summary. And this is it. If you want to email me, say something, I don't know, just send me a message, and this is it. And Alex, I want that painting. I want a wallpaper of that painting on my computer. By next, yeah, I'll add it to the stream.
Okay. If I can draw anything more, I'll try. I'll try to draw, but I'm not no artist.
What show the painting? I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, just wave it. Can you wave it across the camera again for Kenan?
Yeah. It's not a painting. It's just a scribble.
Yeah, I'm my English. Sorry. Actually,
It's
That one. Yeah, it's pretty good.
amazing. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Sorry for the mix-up with the hours, and I'll see you in 2 weeks' time.
You bet.
excellent. 2 weeks,
Okay.
a fortnight.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. See
Have a
you.
great
Have a
night.
great week.
Thank you, Ido. Thank you very,
Yeah.
very much. Humbled
guys.
by your skills. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
See you all in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you. Bye, bye. Bye, Kenan. This is it. Another session, another adventure. If you watched it, hope you liked it, and if you didn't, your problem. This is it. Thank you.